Alpha Tower, India Foxtrot Bravo on right downwind for 01 for stop and go.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, do you have the Twin Comanche just passing through 12 o'clock on the downwind?
India Foxtrot Bravo, can you repeat?
That's for Whiskey Juliet Papa. You'll be following a Twin Comanche passing through your 12 o'clock on the downwind.
Whiskey Juliet Papa with the traffic.
Thanks. India Foxtrot Bravo, number 1 for runway 07.
India Foxtrot Bravo.
Tower Whiskey Juliet Papa downwind for touch and go 07.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, number 2, follow Twin Comanche ahead.
Whiskey Juliet Papa with the traffic.
India Foxtrot Bravo, keep your basing close and expect a left-hand turn on departure northbound. India Foxtrot Bravo, Tower.
India Foxtrot Bravo, go ahead.
India Foxtrot Bravo, start your base turn and your clear touch and go runway 07. On departure, when safe, make a left-hand turn, head directly northbound. There is going to be a 737 inbound opposite direction for 25.
India Foxtrot Bravo, go ahead. Roger that. Upon departure, we'll turn when safe northbound.
India Whiskey Julia Papa. I will advise on final that you can expect a possible misapproach and just a low approach for this one, depending on spacing for the 737 inbound opposite direction for 25.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, Roger.
Tango Charlie November, radar service is terminated. Traffic is a 737 well off your left-hand side inbound, descending out of 5,700 feet. Radar service is terminated. Clear en route.
Tango Charlie November.
Charlie Bravo, same for you. The 737 is over the river to the north, inbound, setting up for runway 25 with the climb to 3,500. The spacing will work well.
Okay, that's great. Thanks. We'll keep an eye out. Charlie Bravo.
Hello, Tower. WestJet 151. Sounds like you know where we are.
WestJet 151, absolutely. Runway 25, altimeter is 3020. Your number 1 for runway runway 25. There's 2 aircraft going to be using 07. One's on the touch and go. We'll be heading northbound. And then another Cessna for the low approach, and I'll get them out of your path as well. There's another helicopter that'll be above you heading eastbound. They're at 3,000 feet now.
Okay, WestJet 151, copy all, thanks.
For Tower Whiskey Juliet Papa, can I turn for base?
Whiskey Juliet Papa, you can start the base turn, and you can expect a missed approach, and I'll probably pull you off the approach early as well.
Whiskey Juliet Papa.
Avatar Tower, Foxtrot, Echo Tango Romeo, at Pad Alpha, ready for the northwest route.
Echo Tango Romeo, cleared outbound northwest route. Take off any Pad Alpha at your discretion.
Echo Tango Romeo, thank you.
Abbotsford Tower, Golf Hotel uniform at Alpha, ready for takeoff.
Hotel uniform, roger, wait.
Hotel uniform waiting.
Russia 151, that helicopter is now just clearing the zone to the east. They're above you now, 3,500 feet, still eastbound. You'll pass behind them.
Russia wide, 151, thanks.
India Foxtrot Bravo, and report the 737 in sight. They're well off your right-hand side, descending out of 2,900 feet.
India Foxtrot Bravo, with the airplane in sight.
Indy Foxtrot Bravo, roger. The right turn for Sumas is approved. Just make sure you stay north of that traffic.
India Foxtrot Bravo, stay north of the traffic.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, you're clear for the low approach runway 07, and you can start the climb out over midfield with the right-hand turn.
Roger, for low approach, Whiskey Juliet Papa.
Uniform, it's just going to be a couple minute delay. There's a 737 turning final to land runway 25.
Hotel Uniform, affirmative.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, I'll have you start the missed approach now, climb to 1,000, and start the right-hand turn when safe.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, climb to 1,000.
Budget 151, plan your exit for Charlie 4. Cessna is just coming up threshold 07. We'll be starting a southbound turn shortly. Winds are 030 at 3, clear to land runway 25.
Charlie 4 exit, and clear to land 25, Richard 151.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, start the southbound turn now.
Whiskey Juliet Papa. But for Tower Whiskey Juliet Papa, can I maintain my altitude at 1,100?
Whiskey Juliet Papa, affirmative.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, 1,100.
Indy Foxtrot Bravo, radar service terminated, clear to right, have a good flight.
India Foxtrot Bravo, thanks, you too.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, you're now number 1 for runway 07.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, number 1.
Westjet 151, exit Charlie 4, contact ground 121.1 off, goodie.
Westjet 151.
Tell uniform, line up and wait, threshold runway 07, 737 is exiting at Charlie 4.
Golf Hotel Uniform, landing at the wait.
Echo Tango Romeo, radar service terminated, clear en route.
Echo Tango Romeo, it's clear the zone.
Tower, I think we cut you off. Echo Tango Romeo is clear to the northwest.
Echo Tango Romeo's radar service is terminated, you're clear en route.
Okay.
Tell uniform, caution wake turbulence from 737 that landed runway 25. You should outclimb the turbulence, but if you want to offset at the far end of the runway to the left, that is approved. Winds are 0103 knots, clear for takeoff runway 07.
Hotel Uniform, thanks.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, thanks for the help. Winds are 0103, clear touch and go, runway 07.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, you're welcome.
And Tower, it's Foxtrot 30 Bravo.
Charlie Bravo, Tower.
Yeah, Tower 30 Bravo. We're over the Yarrow intersection at 3,500. I'd like to track direct to the Welcome View R and then come in for a simulated ILS 07.
Charlie Bravo, roger. And there's traffic a mile west of your position. Looks like a Cessna 3,300 feet unverified. And the altimeter is 3020. You're cleared to the Armstrong Roswell to Whatcom. You're going to be holding that altitude for a while?
Yeah, we're planning 3.5 the whole way until we're on the approach, if that works. And we do have that Cessna in sight, thanks.
Okay, sounds good. Once you're parallel to the airport, I'll probably switch you over to Victoria Terminal, and they'll be able to help you.
That sounds great, thanks, Dr. Bravo.
Abbotsford Tower, Juliet Papa, Romeo, holding short at Alpha 407.
And sorry, say again?
Juliet Papa, Romeo, hold short Alpha 407.
Juliet Papa Romeo, roger, wait, traffic on final.
Juliet Papa, Romeo.
Juliet Papa Romeo, line up and wait, runway 07.
Line up and wait, Juliet Papa, Romeo.
Uniform, what altitude are you planning?
Hotel Uniform, would like to go to 3,500.
Uniform, roger, and just hold at 3,000 for now. There's traffic, a helicopter at your 11 o'clock and 4 miles heading southwestbound 3,500, and just advise them in sight.
Hotel Uniform, 3,000.
Tower, Charlie 30 Bravo, can we take it to the Antler intersection first before going to Whatcom?
Charlie Bravo, that is approved. There will be IFR traffic departing runway 07 in a few minutes, time down to the south.
Okay, sounds good.
Charlie Bravo, there's a Cessna coming up to Whatcom interchange heading eastbound at 3,000 feet.
Okay, we'll check that, thanks, Charlie 30 Bravo.
Juliet Papa Romeo, clear for takeoff runway 07, and once you're airborne and able, make a left-hand turn and head north to the highway for the eastbound.
Juliet Papa, Romeo, head to the highway, enter airborne, left turn out.
Abbotsford Tower, Uniform, Kilo India, Honey Short, 07.
Uniform, Kilo India, line up and wait, runway 07.
Line up and wait, 07, Uniform, Kilo India.
Uniform, that helicopter is now 11 o'clock and a mile and a half, 3,500.
Hotel Uniform, looking for traffic.
Tower, Tug 5, full and short on Delta, taxi for 01, for Cloud Drops.
Tug 5, line up, runway 01.
Line up 01, Tug 5.
Uniform, Kilo India, Cessna head will be heading northbound to the highway to head eastbound. Same for you, when you're airborne and safe, make a partial left-hand turn and head to the highway or north of it. For the eastbound, there will be IFR traffic to depart behind you. Clear for takeoff runway 07.
Uniform, Kilo India, taking off and following the traffic to the top of the highway.
Hotel Uniform, altitude at your discretion. Traffic is not a factor. Radar service terminated. Cleared over. Have a good flight.
Hotel Uniform, thanks.
Tower, Golf Tango Yankees with you, ready for departure.
Oscar Tango Yankee, line up on white, runway 07.
Line up on white 07, Golf Tango Yankee.
Tower, Whiskey Juliet Papa, downwind, touch and go 07.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, number 1.
Whiskey Juliet Papa, number 1.
Oscar Tango Yankee, there's 2 Cessnas that'll be heading eastbound. They'll be off your left-hand side, north of the highway. The winds are 030 at 3, clear for takeoff, runway 07.
Okay, takeoff 07, Alan. Roger, Golf Tango Yankee.
Papa Romeo, not above 3,000, helicopter off your right side, south, westbound at 3,500.
Not above 3,000, Papa Romeo, looking for traffic.
Sorry, Bravo, just head westbound for now. Stay north of the freeway as a Challenger off 7 south eastbound.